Hey guys, today I wanted to show you around in the night sky some of the biggest stars in the night sky and a nebula and an open cluster. So first let's start with the point of light that you're looking at. When you look up in the night sky, it will be easily distinguishable from the other stars because it is the brightest star in our night sky. It's called Sirius. It is twice massive compared to our sun, and it is just 8.6 light years away from the sun. Hence, it looks the brightest in our night sky. Just above it is the constellation of Orion. We'll come to the constellation of Orion in a bit. There are truly amazing things happening in the constellation of Orion. But before that, let's go to the constellation of Taurus. So in the constellation of Taurus, you can clearly see this orange giant star that's called Aldebaran. It is 65 light years away from the sun. It is the 14th brightest star in our night sky. Just a fun fact, Pioneer 10 spacecraft that was sent out for the exploration of the gaseous giants is currently heading in this direction and will reach the star, or like in the vicinity of the star, in about 2 million years. If Aldebaran was in our solar system instead of the sun, it would extend up to Mercury. That's how massive it is. This is what the Taurus constellation will look like. It's a very beautiful open cluster. It's called the Pleiades cluster or Messier 45. It's also known as the Seven Sisters because you can see 7 stars with your naked eyes all clumped together in a cluster. These stars were born together and have some leftover gas from their formation around them, which actually glow because of the star's light. If you take a picture of the cluster through a telescope, this is what it actually looks like. The picture that I took, you can clearly see the stars, the blue stars in them, but you cannot see the gas around them because I have taken this just with a DSLR camera. You need to attach a telescope and you need to take a long exposure shot for that. There are many more things in the constellation of Taurus, but we'll talk about it as time progresses. For today, let's just move to another big constellation that I talked about before, and it's the most amazing constellation in the night sky according to me. It's the Orion constellation. So these two stars are the most prominent stars in the constellation. One is Regal and the other is Betelgeuse. So Regal is generally the 7th brightest star in our night sky. It is a blue-white supergiant star, and it is estimated to have anywhere near 120,000 to 279,000 times the luminosity as compared to our sun. It is about 863 light years away from Earth, and if it was in our solar system, it would extend up to Earth's orbit. That's how massive it would be. But there's even bigger star that lies in the constellation of Orion. That's Betelgeuse. On average, it is 9th brightest star in the night sky and the 2nd brightest in the constellation of Orion. This is because its luminosity varies because it's in the very end phase of its life. It is the largest star that is visible to the naked eyes. If Betelgeuse were at the center of our solar system, its surface would even extend past the asteroid belt up to possibly Jupiter's orbit. However, there are several more red giant stars in the Milky Way galaxy alone that are larger than this. Some of the names I'll put up. Betelgeuse is calculated to be about 640 light years away from the sun. So I just wanted to give you a comparison of how big the stars actually are and how small they look in our night sky just because of the relative distances between us and the stars. Now let's go to the region in space. According to me, is the most beautiful place in a night sky, and it amazes me with just a camera that you can see colors in that region. Now we're going to look at the dagger of Orion. These faint 3 stars. In one of those stars, the center one, it's not actually a star but a nebula, a region in space where stars are being born. It's called the Great Orion Nebula. And this is my image. This is just taken from a camera on a tripod. I took about 50 or odd shots of the Orion Nebula and combined it together to get this image. Enjoy. Happy New Year. I'll see you in the next video.